Imagine, you are inside a dream, where time moves slowly, and every sound turns into a story. Keep your eyes closed, and let us begin. The rain fell heavily, washing away everything in its path. On a small patch of muddy ground, a tiny ant struggled for her life. The water pushed her again and again, but she kept holding onto a small grain of rice. "This is for my family," she whispered, even though no one could hear her. Her name was Anu. Seedling beginning. Anu lived in a big anthill under an old tree. Every day, she worked hard with other ants to collect food. Life was not easy, but they were happy because they worked together. Anu was not the strongest ant. She was smaller than most and often slower. Some ants even laughed at her. "Why do you try so hard?" one ant once said. "You will never be fast like us." But Anu never replied. She just smiled and kept working. Deep inside, Anu had a dream: to become the best food gatherer in her colony and help everyone survive the harsh seasons. Cloud with rain, the challenge. One day, dark clouds filled the sky. The air grew heavy, and soon a powerful storm began. Rain poured down like never before. The ground flooded, and many ants ran back to the anthill to stay safe. But Anu was far away, carrying a small grain of rice she had found after hours of searching. This could feed someone, she thought. As she turned back, a strong wave of water hit her, throwing her off balance. She nearly lost the grain, but she held on tightly. The journey home had turned dangerous. Broken heart, middle, struggle and emotion. The water rose higher. Anu's tiny legs trembled as she tried to walk against the current. "Maybe I should drop it," she thought for a moment. But then she remembered the hungry faces in her colony, little ants waiting for food. "No," she said firmly. "I can't give up." Another wave came, stronger than before. This time, Anu was swept away completely. The grain slipped from her grip. She hit a small rock and clung to it, breathing heavily. Tears filled her eyes. "I failed," she whispered. For a moment she just stayed there, feeling small and weak. But then something inside her changed. She looked around and saw the grain of rice floating nearby. "It's not over yet," she said softly. With all her strength, she jumped back into the water. Water wave turning point. The current was strong, but Anu kept moving. Step by step, inch by inch. She reached the grain again and grabbed it tightly. Her body was tired. Her legs hurt, but her heart was stronger than ever. "I will not give up," she repeated again and again. After a long struggle, she finally reached a dry patch of land. From there, the path to the anthill was clearer. Glowing star ending, victory and emotion. When Anu reached the anthill, the storm had slowed down. The other ants were worried. "Where were you?" they asked. Then they saw the grain of rice she carried. "You went through the storm for this," one ant said, surprised. Anu nodded, her body still shaking. "This is for all of us." There was silence for a moment. Then, slowly, the ants began to cheer. From that day on, no one laughed at Anu again. They saw her not as the smallest ant, but as the bravest one. And Anu. She didn't become the fastest ant, but she became something greater. She became an inspiration. Lightbulb life lesson. No matter how small you are, your courage and determination can make a big difference. Never give up, even when the journey is hard, because success belongs to those who keep trying.